Hey Virgo, this is a message that was intended to be a short, but after I started laying down the cards, more and more started falling out. I'm looking at some information that possibly took place when you were a child. I have here, back off. Okay, I got a feeling that someone, you were like backed up in a corner and you didn't know what to do. I feel like, possibly someone stole your innocence. Okay, and you knew this person. This could have been a family member or a close family friend. Okay, I just feel like you've been through a lot because of this. I have childhood wound and I have felon. You possibly have done things in your life that turned you into, that made you, that put you in behind, that put you behind bars, or the person who bothered you, who messed with you, who stole your innocence or whatever. They're behind bars or 6 feet under. Okay, and I feel like you're not the only victim. You're not the only person they did this to. I feel like what they did to you, it started out with you, but it went on and on and on with other people. All right, I feel like when you tried to tell, nobody believed you. Okay, you covered it up when you got older. You started dressing different, acting differently, shut down a lot of things. You never let anybody in. You're possibly very hostile to people who cared about you. You went off totally different, a different lifestyle that you would have had this person not did this to you. Okay, and had you been believed, and that's what I think is the worst part, that people didn't believe you when you tried to tell, or you had family members in your life who led a certain lifestyle, and they were so busy living their lives, they didn't give a care about what happened to you and yours. Okay, I have here, they invaded your boundaries, they invaded you, your essence. I have here invasion, boundaries, violated. They violated you. They dominated you. They took from you. Okay, and there was nothing that you could say about it. You had to be quiet about it, or back then it was swept under the rug. Even if you told, nobody did anything about it. And that's the saddest part. You have girls and boys and who have been abused in their life. They tell family members and they sweep the shit under the rug like it's a secret, like it's a family secret. No, you need to tell somebody. You need to say something, because I feel if you don't say something, it's going to keep on happening, or it did keep on happening to you or other people in your family. Okay, I feel like they try to sway you. They try to offer you something. Okay, I'll give you some candy, or I'll give you some soda pop or something if you do this for me, or if you let me do that to you. They talked you into it as if you knew what was happening, or if you knew what was going to take place. You were a child. Okay, a tempting offer has a high price, but you didn't know that. You didn't know enough about life to understand what it was they were leading them or leading you to do. All right. I see you had you possibly lived a hard life though, based on this. A hard knock life based on what they've taken you through. I have intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. You probably turned into an alcoholic, a sex addict, abused drugs or something because nobody believed you. You felt that nobody loved you. They took you away from your true self. They made you hate yourself, hate your body, hate what they did to you, but you turned around and lived that life. The exact same thing they took you through is the way you lived your life. Okay? And I'm not blaming you for that. You know, everybody heals differently because of what they've done, because of what has been done to them. They're just, some people shut down, some people go out there, out and about, and living their life intoxicated, okay, or heavily induced with drugs or alcohol or sex, if not all. And listen, please don't lose hope. At a point in your life, you probably just wanted to give up. Like, forget this. I'm going to do what I want to do. Nobody cares about me anyway. Nobody loves me anyway. So why not continue to do what I do? Who cares? I don't care about me. Nobody cares about me. Nobody cared to take that person out of my life, no matter how many times I told you I was uncomfortable, and you still dropped me off there. You still took me to school, or you still took me to church or camp, or you still left me with my family member, whatever. They left you there. All right. But there's hope here for you. I feel like you've gained ancient wisdom. You've learned a lot. And in your life, you've definitely been I have stifled, bored, and stuck. You felt stuck in your life because you didn't know what God's Spirit had for you, for your life. What were you put here to do? You've survived this. You are a survivor, an abuse survivor. Under all of what's necessary, of everything that you've been through, you are still a survivor. And you're able to become this, to get over this. You're going to always carry it with you, but it's carrying it in a different way. Okay, telling your story, helping others come to blows with what they have experienced in their lives. I don't think you realize just how strong you've been. You know how much you've been able to get through this, and it's like it's really not coming through for you right now. But eventually you will begin to see the light because the wisdom is already there. Your darkness is there, but you're able to come out of that darkness. And sometimes you shut down on purpose to back away from people, to clear your energy, clear your head, or whatever. You're a wounded soul, and you felt stifled and bored and stuck. Not anymore. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to get out of that. Okay, I feel it's time for you to help others get through what they've been through, because it's a touchy subject, and you need to be brave. I feel like when you were younger, you were brave for somebody else. Leave her alone or leave him alone. You didn't want to do it, but you did it so they wouldn't get hurt. Okay? So you help those others who couldn't help themselves even when you were younger. Even though it happened to you, you didn't want it to happen to anybody else. Back off. Leave her alone. Take me instead. Okay? So you were there to cover up. You were there to help somebody else, to shield them from getting hurt the same way you did, Virgo. You've definitely come a long way from this childhood wound. Okay. What other messages do I have here for you? I got no, and I got agreed. I feel like this person who did something to you, I did see the suicide card, so they possibly took their own lives at some point. I have proud, and I got failed, and I got needless worry. So there's no need to worry if you've ever wondered what happened to this person on the other side. Okay? And they were a horrible person. They agree with you that they were a horrible person. All right? I got doors. The doors are opening up for you to tell your story, to share, and to be bold in your life. To be bold in spite of everything you've been through. You have been bold. You have been strong enough to get over this. At some point, you possibly decided also to end your life, but you didn't because you were strong. This person possibly felt so bad for themselves in the life that they led, they possibly took their own life. Okay? Or hell, it was taken from them, in spite of, kind of like, okay, you've done all this stuff to other people. Now it's your turn. Okay, I feel like somebody took their life for them, even though they didn't want to be here. No way. I got prayer and I got child. There's a lot of prayer that you did as a child or as children. You're trying to protect each other. When you were little, you just had living with some people who just didn't. Not that they didn't care, but they were busy doing their things. During their life, living their life, drinking, smoking. Whatever, cocaine, drugs. Very mean to you. I have here rude. They were rude to you. You shouldn't pray. God is not real, or you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, but you doing what you want to do while I'm sitting here getting tormented. Okay. Child support. You didn't have support. I'm not talking about money, monetarily support. Could be, but this is more so supporting you as a child, having somebody to take your back. Okay. It's all about you. It's all about your life. Okay. Their birthday could have been in April, or this took you. Remember the month of April that happened to you. Okay. Either a month in April when your life changed forever. Okay. I feel like this person was bathing you. And one thing led to another. They took advantage of you. Because nobody cared to look after you. Okay. And I feel like you have a lot of persons to blame, a lot of people to blame for what took place in your young life. And you have every right to be upset. You have every right to not talk to these people. I just saw hands. You couldn't stop this person from touching you. You tried, but you couldn't. This person lied. I didn't do this, and that's just their imagination. But this person acted on impulse, and I got hands. This person acted on impulse with their hands. And mostly I'm hearing because this is who they were at the core of their being. They put their hands in places they should not have when you were in that water. Very impulsive. Okay, acted without even thinking about it. They were psychopathic. Okay, they were very psychopathic, or they were very narcissistic. Just an evil doer. I got abuse. I feel like there was more than one torturer in your life, more than one person who abused you or attempted to abuse you. Okay. And it ended. maybe you got older, maybe you were old enough to tell and make people believe you. I got seasoned. I think that right now you maybe want to go a little slow in your life. You've been thinking about doing something, and this has really caused you a lot of depression in your life, a lot of depression. But I feel you're going to help people heal, though. The energy that you've been through, that you have experienced by other people's hands, by somebody else's hands, physically, mentally, sexually, however, it just caused you so much pain. And as a child, though, too, it really, really set you up for what you thought would be a failure in your life. This person was acting on impulse. They did that to you. Near water. It could have been a swimming pool. It could have been a bathtub, somewhere near water. It could have been outside washing the car or doing something like that. But I feel like this is your season to transform, though. This is your season to transform and help others get through the shame of you. They feel like this, not the shame of you, but the shame of what they think the shame is. It could be Shane, the name Shane, but they feel ashamed because I'm so ashamed of myself for letting that happen. That's not your fault. I feel like you're going to be the leader in this person's life. You're going to let that person realize that's not your fault that happened to you. You don't have a damn thing to apologize for. A damn thing. What they did to you, they need to apologize to you for what they did to you, for what you've been through because of what they did to you. It's like, don't take responsibility for somebody else's pain that they caused you. You're going to be the guidance to somebody. And two, you possibly been dealing with a life to where you didn't trust sex, or you felt like, I want to do this. I want to be able to enjoy sex, but I don't know how. How can I enjoy sex when I feel so damn dirty? When somebody took my essence away, that I didn't get a chance to give somebody myself completely for the first time. They took it. Somebody took it from me. Okay. I too feel like this person's on the other side. They want to apologize to you, but listen, that's a hard apology to accept, Virgo. A hard apology to accept if that's something that you want to do. But you want to enjoy sex. You want to enjoy that intimacy, but it's hard. It's so hard. With males, you have issues with males. Okay, sleeping with men make you uncomfortable. Members of the opposite sex make you uncomfortable. Having to get a female doctor or not feeling comfortable with a male in the elevator if you're on there by yourself, it makes you uncomfortable. All right, but you wish that you're able to experience life and sex, but it's hard. I want to be in the moment when I'm making love to somebody. It's just hard because I'm always backtracking. I'm always getting these flashbacks of the first time this person touched me or entered me. The first time without my permission is what I'm hearing. I'm telling you, it's deep. I got married. This could be somebody, a step parent for you. Somebody somebody in your family married. It could be your step parent. It could be somebody, your auntie or uncle married or somebody like that. If your older sibling got married, it was somebody that was in the family. Okay, that could be married into the family as well. Very reckless lifestyle. They lived a very reckless lifestyle. They don't care who they hurt at all. They didn't care about anybody, not even very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. And stingy. I feel like they were stingy they may not have worked a lot though. And even if they did work, they never gave up any money. They never helped, but lived in the same household, but didn't contribute anything. And you got never again. This will never ever happen to you again. If you can help it, this will never ever happen to any human being again. All right. I have fall and I have true. I had to stop. So you somebody finally believed you. I don't know, something about somebody failed. All right. Or maybe this person was chasing you or something like that. You wanted to make somebody believe you, so they didn't believe you. This person was coming after you, chasing you, calling you, messaging you, or whatever. And finally, there was something that made people finally believe you. It was something that you said or did that this person could not turn their back on and look away. No, I know this happened to you. I know this happened to you. You were in a toxic connection with this person. Well, this person was a toxic connection. You just happen to be there because of this person was in your household or something like that. We got enjoy. Whoever it is you try to tell this person to, a family member, or mother or father, they enjoy spending time with this toxic person. They were possibly in a relationship with this toxic person. They were in love with this person, so they didn't see your truth. They just heard what the person was telling them. And they needed therapy. And you need therapy now because of what this person did to you. Or there's somebody who is in your energy field who really admires you, okay, needs help with what they've been through. And you will be the therapy that they need to heal this energy around them, because they don't know that it's over. Okay, they don't, because they're still living with this, and especially this person possibly got pregnant and had a baby through a rape or something like that. Okay, or some sort of sexual mishap or sexual abuse or incest, something like that. That somebody got somebody pregnant. They possibly gave that baby up for adoption, or they decided to love that child enough to bring that baby into the world. Some people may have ended their pregnancies. That's them. They want to do that. That's all on them. I have June. I have soon. I have a bond. And yeah, going through the dark night of the soul. Dyke. That's a controversial phrase I'm hearing, but I feel like if you've got molested as a child, for some, take it how it resonates, not for all, and please don't be offended. So you like women because of what you experienced as a child, and you like men because of what you've experienced and been through as a child. That's not for everybody. Take it how it resonates individually with you, all right? But you're going to be bonding with people who have experienced what you have experienced in your life too. It's like you're going to be able to help each other heal and believe each other, okay? Tell them, I believe you. Upfront and honest. Yes, I believe you. Okay, I believe what you're saying. It feels just like me. It feels like we are in the same place. We went through the same things in our life, and I can totally understand where you're coming from. Oh, see, you're going to be a light to others. I feel like you're going to join this group, and you all are going to have some understanding, some spiritual understanding of each and everything that you have experienced in your life. And I do feel like some of you all are in the LGBTQ community. It's not all. And I feel like your energy is telling you you are who you are because of this. It could be not. I feel like you were born that way. That's just who you are. Just because I was born straight, you were born to be a part of this LGBTQ community. That's all on you. We are all born a certain way, and we cannot change that. This is who we are, okay? So I just feel like some of you all possibly grew up in an environment like that as well. But you had a lot of stuff. You were going through some stuff. You had lived around people who were on drugs and alcohol. That didn't make your path any better. That didn't make life better for you. I feel like they were always doing something, always joining new, always doing something new, always going out doing something new, trying to make a better life to you. But I feel like they were always away, and that's what made that person touch you. I have away. I have court. They felt like they were going to lose you you lose their children or something, because the life they led, and possibly you moved on away from the people who weren't taking good care of you. But when they put you in foster care, that's why that shit happened there too for some of you. And the child support card came back out. It's not necessarily about money for this reading in particular. It's about having you as a child having that support from people who supposedly loved you. They left it wide open for people to come in and hurt you, okay? You had no support as a child. But you can support other people who are in your same community, whether you're a male, female, part of the LGBTQ community, or whatever. Whatever community you are a part of, you got somebody suffering and who needs your help. They don't want to be silent, but they don't know who to talk to. Final message. Childhood trauma and releasing that pain. Yeah, back off. You don't want anybody near you. Anybody, you don't want, it makes you uncomfortable to see a grown man by a child, no matter who that person is, to that child. Standing out in public and you see somebody talking to a child, I hope that child is okay. I hope that person is not doing anything to that child based on what you've been through before, because nobody was there for you. You hide your face, you hide your face, you hide your body. You maybe wear dark makeup, dark clothes. You downplay how you look, how you see yourself looking, so nobody can hurt you. You downplay your looks. But it's time for you to be brave. You're no longer in the energy to where you're having to hide behind closed doors. It's time for you to tell your story. It no longer having a distorted view about how you look on the outside. If I look this way, if I look toe up from the floor up, nobody will hurt and harm me. Nobody will hurt me again. Stop hiding behind your pain and covering up your wounds. It's time to let it all out. Okay? It's time for you to be brave. It's time for you to help others. You know, I don't know what these statistics are, but I'm sure somewhere in this world a child is experiencing the same thing you were experiencing as a child, that incest, that molestation, that sexual abuse that we went through as children. People are experiencing it every day. And in my heart, I wish like hell nobody experienced what I experienced, Virgo, as a child. All those memories I have, all of those flashbacks, all of the scents that I still remember from back in the day. So be brave. It's time for you to either tell your story or help others get through what they're going through. There's somebody who needs you, Virgo, and it's a child. Okay.